Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has been leading the new era of WWE under the TKO umbrella. However, former WWE employee Tommy Carlucci recently claimed that TKO executive chairman Ari Emanuel recently put the chief content officer in his place with a surprising move. While the game has been bragging about breaking attendance records at several recent shows, The Rock made a surprising comment in his recent appearance on the Pat McAfee show about the Elimination Chamber Premium live event ticket sales. The final boss claimed Emanuel called him to return ahead of the show to boost ticket sales as they were slow. The 52-year-old legend indeed made 2 appearances on SmackDown and at Elimination Chamber before going away again. Over the past several months, former WWE head writer Vince Russo has predicted that Triple H would be out of the Stamford-based company in a matter of months. On a previous episode of the Coach and Bro Show, the wrestling veteran predicted that the Game and his wife, Stephanie McMahon, would start a new wrestling promotion if the chief content officer was forced out of WWE. Wrestling veteran Jonathan Coachman recently disclosed that he believes a plan to remove Triple H from the company is already in motion. Ahmed Hamdi is an Egyptian journalist with a decade of experience in sports journalism, specializing in pro wrestling and football. Hamdi kicked off his career as a sports reporter for Al Ahram Weekly. He then became a producer/reporter for Mal Masr TV program on the Egyptian channel On TV. In the following years, Hamdi worked as a reporter for several international news outlets, including Deutsche Welle, Germany, As Safir, Lebanon, and Al Monitor, USA. In 2014, Hamdi joined leading Egyptian newspaper Al Masri Al Yawm, where he is now a senior sports editor. In addition to all that, the Egyptian also worked as a sports editor for Sport 360 and feature writer for Mansour.com. Hamdi has covered several sports events throughout the past few years, including WWE's tour in Egypt and the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The experienced journalist joined Sportskeeda's pro wrestling feature writers team in early 2021. Since then, his work has managed to get millions of reads. In a behind-the-scenes shakeup that has left fans and industry insiders buzzing, it seems that Paul Triple H Levesque, the chief content officer of WWE, may have been subtly but decisively put in his place by TKO Group Holdings executive chairman Ari Emanuel, at least according to a former WWE employee with knowledge of internal dynamics. While the wrestling world has marveled at the evolution of WWE's creative direction since Triple H took the reins from Vince McMahon, a recent decision from the top of the TKO food chain suggests that not all power resides with the game. The TKO merger between UFC and WWE was billed as a new era, a convergence of sports entertainment and combat sports under the Endeavor umbrella, with Vince McMahon stepping back and Triple H solidifying his position as the creative mastermind. Many believe the new hierarchy was clear. Sources close to WWE have told Wrestling Digest Weekly that Ari Emanuel and the TKO board recently made a strategic call involving the cancellation of a major creative initiative that Triple H had been championing for months. The initiative, an ambitious global tournament designed to crown a new TKO unified champion, who would traverse both UFC and WWE storylines, was reportedly scrapped at the 11th hour by Emanuel himself. This wasn't just a course correction, said the former employee, who spoke on condition of anonymity. It was a power play. Triple H poured months into this. Meetings, partnerships, pitches. It had the potential to be a game changer. Ari killing it so abruptly. That was a message. The tournament was designed to blur the lines between WWE's scripted spectacle and UFC's real-world fight legitimacy. Wrestlers and fighters alike would participate in crossover promotional events, leading to a climactic pay-per-view face-off between a top WWE superstar and a UFC fighter in a special rules bout. It was bold. It was risky. It was very Triple H. However, insiders claim Emanuel wasn't sold on the idea from the beginning. To the TKO board, UFC's brand integrity was sacred, associating its top fighters with predetermined outcomes. even for entertainment purposes, was seen as a potential PR liability. Triple H is a visionary, no question, the ex-employee continued. But he underestimated the cultural divide between UFC and WWE. Vince would have massaged it, sold it differently. Hunter came in hot, and Aries slammed the door. Publicly, neither side has acknowledged any tension. Triple H appeared unfazed during a press conference this week, praising the TKO partnership and emphasizing collaboration at every level. Yet eagle-eyed observers noted a slight shift in tone. He usually speaks about the future of wrestling like he owns it, said longtime wrestling journalist Mark Sutton. But this time, he spoke like someone who has to check with someone upstairs first. Indeed, in the same conference, Triple H fielded questions about canceled plans and brand integration with vague diplomatic responses. "We always explore ideas," he said. "Not all make it to execution. That's the nature of creativity and corporate synergy." But according to our insider, those words mask a deeper frustration. Hunter's used to being the smartest guy in the room, the source claimed. But now he's not the final say. Aries is. And Aries just reminded him of that. The move also raises broader questions about how much autonomy WWE's creative team truly has under the TKO structure. While Levesque has been widely praised for revitalizing storytelling, pushing younger talent, and toning down the more cartoonish elements of the Vince era, there's a growing sense that corporate hands may be tightening around the creative throat. The Aries move wasn't just about a tournament, the source added, it was about control. Who's in charge of the WWE vision? Is it still a wrestling company? Or is it now an entertainment asset managed by a media conglomerate? To many fans, the idea that someone like Triple H could be put in his place seems absurd. A 14-time world champion, heir to the McMahon dynasty, and architect of NXT's black and gold era, Levesque has built his leadership persona on control and evolution. But even the game answers to someone. What this power move spells for WWE's future remains unclear. Will Triple H adapt and play the corporate game, or could we see more public signs of friction? "There's a reason we're seeing more Vince-style segments creep back into Raw and SmackDown," said Sutton. "That's not nostalgia, it's compromise." Still, not everyone sees the decision as a takedown. "Honestly, it might be a good thing," said former WWE creative team member Rachel Kwan. "Hunter's great, but sometimes a hard no from someone above helps sharpen the vision. This might refocus him. For now, the TKO Unified Tournament is shelved, if not buried. But those close to the company believe it may return in a new form, repackaged, restructured, and perhaps less ambitious. One thing is certain, Triple H now knows that even at the top of the wrestling mountain, there's always someone higher. He's been playing the game for years," said the ex-employee. But TKO just changed the rules. Whether Triple H responds with humility or defiance could define this new era of WWE storytelling. Because in the world of sports entertainment, power isn't just held, it's performed.